Start this drive at their own 25. Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rides to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 3rd. He'll pull it down. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down to the 24. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins.
It's picked off. That's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a player to come up with the interception.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
Fires the pass, intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Powell. Makes the grab. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Rebels want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurried.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Spins away from the defender. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Powell. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the right. It's dropped. Oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Here comes come the Sooners, ready to go on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Using his feet. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown Sooners.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Powell. Back open to the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Back to throw. It's Powell. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Looking for the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
The Rebels trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. He wants to throw it again. Moving away from pressure. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
To the air on second down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
A design run for the quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive.
29 Philly.
Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They want to run it left here. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 3rd down tries. This one might be a little tougher. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's picked off right at the goal line. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got an open man. Here he goes. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
We need a 2-minute offense. When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They'll run it from the gun. Find some fresh air. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Might be changing the route. He's looking to throw. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
And how about the confidence of this quarterback? Palmer, I got to know, man. I know this receiver's a stud, but I'm putting two guys on him. I'm trying to take him out of the ball game, and he's still going to throw it that direction?
Because even when he...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block and run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Takes a hit as he fires. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Looking to throw, it's Powell. Here comes the heat. Working on the right. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking deep. teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Sooners will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking for a man. It's Powell. Got a wide open receiver. There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Direct snap. Powers through the defender. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
To the air. It's Powell. He'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for...
He makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework.
Max going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. Wants to pass it. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
Hey, quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Headed to the end zone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in their running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Working that left side now. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Rush is on him. Oh, and he got it well. He just got rid of the football.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Powell. Trying to get behind the defense. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Now on second down. Making side adjustments here. Up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Powell. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Dominating receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going downfield for the big play. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. This quarterback part of their running game. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's looking deep. He's got it up to 25. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sooner. Great job by the back on the option. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington State. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Powell. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the defense was on its heels after that. On completion.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fakes to grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Back to throw, it's Powell. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Under fire. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. The give to the back. Turning it on. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree. Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rifles it down the middle. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
There's a great example of a quarterback who's able to turn the page. Things haven't always gone his way. He's obviously thrown 2 picks earlier in this game, but he's still staying aggressive. He's still taking shots, and his guys are making plays for him.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback keeps it. Cook got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Powell. Zings it complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. That's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
They just keep firing. Hauls it in. Across the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Rebels! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the ground with the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that. But they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. That last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? He might want another play. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They boot it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Powell. He unleashes a long one. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner. Got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him in a special.
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. It's complete on the right side. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
quarterback making adjustments. Quick completion on the out. Shakes off the defender. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. He'll try to do it himself. And here's the third interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. To throw, it's Powell. Deep shot for the end zone. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Rebels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if we're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll go to the air on third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They were getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely over.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The inside handoff. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Sooners! Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Ball State is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up by 28 over Central Michigan. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Powell. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He wants to go deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Rebels! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On the move. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running to Green. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
Finds his man. It's Tamatova. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes. This is a gamble. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Back to pass, it's Powell. Makes the grab. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. The Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His fourth interception. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Final play of the quarter coming. They'll try the run. Fights off the defender. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. He breaks a tackle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, it's Brady. There he goes!
easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Oregon State. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On target to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to pass. It's Powell. He'll take a deep shot here. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
But he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take another shot here. He's got it along the sideline. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
The game plan was to come in and throw the football and to attack this defense vertically down the field. I'd say they've done just that. This QB now has close to 500 passing yards.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
To the air, it's Powell. Throws toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you can tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brady. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, running back gets the give.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Great job by the defense there. They were not...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal.
Ringo, Ringo. Lasso.
They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They want to run this quarterback.
This offense punctuates another drive, and how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm, and in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating.
Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that.
He's got it at the 20. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw. It's Powell. Quickly complete. And into the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He's got him, and they will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down one late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for two? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
I love the decision-making by the quarterback here. You're trailing. It's a 2-minute situation. You're not just throwing to receivers, but you're trying to find matchups that your tight end could take advantage of. With his athleticism, he's a big weapon for you in this 2-minute situation.
Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the right. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. From the gun, the ground game. Plows through the defense. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the ground, it's Brady. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.